Well, I think we'll all agree recent England formations just haven't been attacking enough with just the three strikers. So we've now added a winger to our three strikers. Hello and welcome to part 6 of It's Coming Home. Not that one. I'm Kevin. Coming up on today's episode, we have 2 World Cup qualifying games for you. We're away against Austria and at home against Latvia. Since you were last with me, we did play those couple of friendlies after we were victorious in the Nations League, and they went pretty well as well. We beat Australia. We beat Argentina 3-1. Nick Wilson, Tom Smith, both playing very well in that game, and then we found it a little bit harder to get past Colombia, but then they had Candermill in their team, and we all know how good he is. So I think that's a reasonable excuse for not thumping them quite as easily as we thumped everybody else. But if you recall from before all of the summer shenanigans, we were top of our group. Looks like Austria and Ireland have both played more games than us now, though, so we need to retake our rightful spot at the top of the group. I'm not an expert on World Cup qualification. I would say, though, if we win these 2 games, we're looking pretty good. And, I mean, we should qualify from this group anyway. Fingers crossed. We continue pulling off results. And I did mention we're going a little bit more attacking. We're sticking with the 4-3-3. But remember John Goff, the main reason we were playing a 4-2-3-1 in the first place, because we wanted to have him in the team as a winger. A few of you said this at the time. I finally decided to give it a crack because we don't really have a right back. So John Goff, one of the best right wingers in the world, he's going to be playing for England at right back so that we can carry on playing this 4-3-3 that's been working so well so far. So we're going with Powell in goal. A back four of Page, Williams, Ashworth and Goff. So familiar, apart from Goff being in there. Shaw, Nixon, Smith in midfield. That's also starting to take on a familiar look. And then North, Thompson, Williamson up front. Again, familiar look. We're starting to work out who our best team is, and I don't think we're very far away from our best team with this 11 that's out there. I still feel sorry for Edmonds, who was the star of those first couple of games playing as the inside forward on the left hand side, but there's just no way to accommodate him in this system. He can't really play as an out and out striker. He's not got any kind of ability to play as a left back or play in central midfield, so he's just going to have to be patient. A time will come where we need to change a game, and he is the man that we turn to do it. But that time is not now, and Smith has just put us 1-0 up, 6 minutes on the clock, and as it stands right now, we are back at the top of the group again with a game in hand over Ireland as well. So, as I say, starting to look pretty useful for qualification. Obviously, there's still a long way to go in this game. Let's try not to get too far ahead of ourselves, but I think I can't decide whether this 4-3-3 is just really effective for the players that we've got, or if it's still an exploit like it was back in FM19. People have been telling me for a while now that it's not an exploit anymore. You're allowed to use it. It's safe to use. But I do struggle to ignore the fact that it's just as effective as it is. So it's, I don't know, I hope it's not an exploit. North forcing a save out of the Austria keeper there. And fingers crossed we continue to pile on the pressure. I mean, looking at it, Austria have had 64% of the possession. So although we've had the better of the chances so far, we're not actually getting a lot of the ball to create those chances, presumably because Austria are effectively playing a flat back 6 with some wing backs. So they're going to have a lot of the ball, but it's all going to be in these kind of areas where they're not going to do very much with it. And I don't mind them having the ball there. North now has got in behind on this left-hand side. Thompson's in the middle, and Thompson scores. And just before the 20-minute mark, it's Austria 0, England 2. Ireland have gone back above us again. So I thought they'd already played 4 games. They're playing as well, it seems. So we might not. Is it Ireland we play in the second part of this episode? We seem to play Ireland most episodes of this series. We've played them an awful lot. They were in our Nations League group. They're now in our World Cup qualifying group. They are playing their 5th game. So they're playing against, I can't even see who they're playing. Goff with the free kick. Thompson's in. Thompson has his 2nd of the game. It's 3-0 to England, and it's all looking really rather easy at the moment. And there's the benefit of having Goff in the side, even if he's playing out of position and not going to be as involved as usual going forward, although that's by no means a foregone conclusion in a Kev team. we do get to have his lovely set-piece delivery from that right-hand side. And a beautiful ball over the top for Goff as well. Thompson's in. Thompson's got his hat-trick. North was there, ready to tuck the ball away if it was squared to him. But Thompson has 2 in 2 minutes, both assisted by John Goff. Both very different kinds of goal as well. And Stuart Thompson has an England hat-trick. And Chris Thompson is going to be sat there on the bench wondering how he's not the Thompson in the team, because he was the top scorer in the Premier League last year. But this one just seems to suit this system that bit better, and we've got another real proper goal scorer on our hands in the same mould as North and Williamson. Thompson's the next generation of England free scoring striker, and it's very good to see him doing exactly that. Austria have one back there. Again, there's only been 2 minutes between the last 3 goals in this match. It's a free kick. Powell couldn't do anything about it. It was a perfectly hit free kick. But we do need to make sure we don't get too ahead of ourselves and accidentally let Austria back into the game. If they're attacking again here, and if they score here, there might be cause to worry just a little bit. Page playing the ball forward, but there's no one there to get on the end of the clearance, and now Austria applying a little bit of pressure again. They've got a man over on this right hand side. The cross comes in, it's cleared-ish. I think Shaw has he almost got it clear. The problem we've got here is our 3 strikers are all staying so far forward. North's actually come back there to get involved, plays it across to Williamson. Williamson's in, Williamson scores. It's now 4 goals in 5 minutes in this match. 3 of them have gone our way. It's Austria 1, England 5, and this is turning into a bit of a classic. This England team very much has my fingerprints all over it, and it's lovely. What goal is that? Is that 95 or 96 for England for Williamson? I think it would be very nice if he got his 100th goal for England before we head off for the World Cup in the summer, because then he doesn't have the pressure of having to get his 100th goal while he's there. He can go there thinking, I've already scored 100 goals for England. If anyone deserves a World Cup winners medal, it's me. Let's go win that, then I can retire. And I fully expect him to retire after the World Cup in the summer. I don't know why he would carry on. He'll have had his 100 goals. He'll have his World Cup winners medal. There's no reason for him to carry on. And in the unlikely event we don't win the World Cup, I don't think I'm going to be using Williamson next year. I think both Williamson and North, they're still in the squad for 1 more year to get us through the World Cup. But then the likes of the other Thompson, Wilson, Edmonds, all these players who are in their early to mid-20s, they start to come back into the team. Goff can maybe rejoin the attack. Powell's not done great again there. Austria 2, England 5 is a mad scoreline. Nix we need to keep a little eye on because he's on a yellow card. He's not playing particularly well. He's tiring. Let's just get him off. Chris Porter can come on. I think Porter's better as box-to-box. Yeah, they're both better that way around. Shaw could do with coming off as well. McManus. Who is McManus? Is the game still going on? I want to see this McManus fella. He's a right back. Well, then I don't want to bring him on. So we haven't actually got another central midfielder to bring on for sure. We'll just confirm that. We'll let this highlight end that's going on behind us that I didn't realise. I think it might be time to get Edmonds on, push Goff a little bit further forward. I noticed Francis is down there on the bench as well, and just shut this game down. We don't need Williamson and North on the pitch anymore because the game is won. We just need to not mess it up from here. Are we going to have enough players to do what I'm trying to do? So I want him there. I want him there and him there. But we need one of these to drop back to right back. We can't make another change, can we? Or can we? No. So let's put Smith back. No, let's not. Shaw can play there. He'll be fine. What's the worst that could happen? We just want to make... Really, this is just about getting Edmonds onto the pitch because I think he deserves to be on the pitch. You need to drop back and do that. And then you can push forward a bit more and go and join in with your buddy. Sorted. Let's praise them. because we have been playing well. This is the first time Edmonds has played since being dropped. He's not even come off the bench in recent games. I want to see if he's still... I mean, it was this time last year that he looked like the future of English football, and then because of injuries to Goff and Francis, meaning we couldn't do this tactic anymore, Edmonds kind of had to fall by the wayside with them because there wasn't really any backups to either of them, and that's when we had to change the system. But there is Edmonds. He's hit the post. I've still got my eye on him for home as well. Those of you who are keeping up with both series in real time, Edmonds is very much on my radar for home, but he'd just be very expensive. Thompson, Goff is in. Goff grabs number 6 for England. Austria 2, England 6. Goff with a lovely... Goff's had a fantastic game, considering he's played 3/4 of it out of position. He's created a couple of goals. He's never really looked like he was struggling at right back, and we've stuck him up onto the right-hand side of midfield, and he weighs in with a goal as well. What a performance from Goff, who I think if Thompson hadn't got a hat-trick, Goff would have been man of the match. I'd have been tempted to give man of the match to Goff anyway, just because of how well he's played in 2 different positions as both a scorer and creator. Smith gets hold of the ball in midfield, plays it into Thompson. Thompson, with a goal there, could have absolutely secured man of the match. I think he's won it anyway. That was an excellent result. I can't even remember who we're playing next, but whoever it is wants to be terrified. Latvia. Let's go and stick 8 past them. Right, no changes for the Latvia game then. We probably will make changes as the game goes on. The plan is get in there, win quick. Oh, we did... Porter came in, so one change. Get in, win early, and then get Williamson and North off, save them. That's generally the plan. Just to... I don't want to injure them. And a couple of people have said, yeah, but Kev, if you injure them, then they're not going to be in competition with you in the Premier League for home. I know, but I need to keep Williamson fit and in form through to the World Cup, and then I'll happily ruin him. I'll push him down the stairs or something, push him off the top of the open top bus after we win it. Chris Porter's just scored another of the ones who got away, who almost signed for home. Never actually did, but there you go. He's got a goal for England. We're 1-0 up after 7 minutes, and if we win here, this will put us clear at the top of the group with a game in hand, which is a very strong position to go into, to be in going into the second half of the group stages, or qualification. It's not the group stage; it's qualification stage. Learn the terminology, Kev. You've been England manager over a year now. Nicks across to Smith. Smith finds Williamson, who's just hanging out on the right-hand side, trying to cross it to Thompson, doesn't make it past the Latvian defender, and now they're trying to put together some kind of counter-attack. They've got 2 very deep-lying banks of 4 there that look like they're going to be hard work to break down, but Nicks has got lots of space to run at them and hopefully just run through them. Forget about breaking them down, run through them, find one of those strikers. Porter to Smith. Williamson's drifted wide again, beats his man and scores. What a goal from Williamson. That is a world-class striker right there. That was absolutely stunning, because he didn't have much of a chance on when he picked the ball up, but what he did have was a little bit of space that he made completely by himself, just round his man. There you go. Now I'll have a goal. Thank you very much, because I'm Kevin Williamson, and that's how I do it. He's a good player. We need someone like that to come through the home youth team, because that is... that's the kind of goal I haven't seen scored very much in FM19 after nearly 1,000 hours of playing it. And I want to see stuff like that more often. Williams to Porter. Porter releasing North down the left-hand side. Thompson and Williamson both in the middle. There's Williamson off the inside of the post. And Thompson can't get there for the rebound. That happened so quickly. I almost lost my breath trying to keep up with commentating on it. I'm just gazing through the Latvian team, seeing if there's anyone we know. I don't think we've had any Latvian players. Goff that has just hit the crossbar. Playing at right back again, but it gives us the advantage of still having his set pieces. Like I said in the last game, he hits a lovely set piece. He's like a modern day David Beckham, but rather than trying to build a team around him and some other midfielders who don't work together, I'm just going to stick him at right back and score more goals than the opposition and not worry about defending. Ashworth, a little out of position. Porter crosses to North, and North is just wide. And 2-0 at half-time, I can live with. I was just about to say we haven't conceded a goal in this qualification yet, but of course we have. We conceded 2 in the last game. But we have had 20 shots without reply in that first half and 60% possession. That is a pretty decent half of football. We're going to give it 15 minutes and then take off North and Williamson because they don't need to be on the pitch when we're cruising. It's asking for trouble with little old men like them, keeping them on the pitch when they don't need to be. Ashworth with the throw finds Williamson, who has had a very, very good game, running down the right-hand side now, crosses over towards Thompson, and now Thompson hits the frame of the goal. We've peppered the woodwork with opportunities today. We could be 5 or 6 up if just need slightly more accurate shooting. North now with a good opportunity, straight into the hands of the Latvian keeper. 26 shots in this game now, but we have been turned there defensively, but we do have enough about us to just snuff the move out, and it's now Smith trying to pick a pass he does, finds Williamson scores again. It's 3-0 to England, and I kind of feel like I have to leave him on now to give him the opportunity to get his hat-trick, but this is the point when I said I'd take him off, and we're in an even stronger position than we were before. This is the Tottenham connection here. They're both Spurs players. Smith over the top to Williamson. I wonder how many times the Premier League has seen that exact goal. You know what? I'm going to leave Williamson on. I'm going to take the other 2 strikers off. So Wilson can come on for him. And where's the other Thompson? Oh, of course, he's not in the squad because he's injured. Who on earth is Clappison? Clappison isn't very good. I mean, we're not going to play him, are we? In that case, we'll bring Francis on. And Francis can drop in there. This looks like a familiar little tactic. This is one for the long-time viewers. Make Williamson the advance forward. That'll do for now. We'll give it another 10-15 minutes, and then maybe Smith will come off. Smith's had a very good game again. He's got nothing to prove. He knows he's one of the first names on the team sheet as well. And that's what we're at that point, really, of qualification where, yes, we've still got 4 games left, but we're pretty confident we're going to be at the World Cup. There's Williamson's hat-trick. So forget anything else. Let's get Williamson off now. And that was his 100th goal for England as well. He does it with a hat-trick at Wembley. I'm so glad I didn't take him off. It's a lovely, lovely finish from Williamson. And that's him done for today. Another solid day's work for Kevin Williamson, and it is a lot of fun having a striker who's that good. Right, we're going to get Edmonds on for Williamson. Stick him out there. Can Page play centre back? No. He played left wing though. How did I not notice that when we needed a winger before? Should we get silly? Because Smith can play centre-back. If we stick him in between the 2. And he can just be... I've never used one in all my years playing Football Manager. We're going to have a libero. And... I mean, if we end up losing this game, we end up losing this game. But I'm having some fun. Oh, this is the dumbest thing I've ever done. No, he can go there. Can he stay there as an inside forward? Imagine if this works. Could leave him as a wing back, in fact. In fact, there you go. Turn it into something a little more sensible. He could go there. And it's almost like a real tactic. It started as a monstrosity and has turned into something that you could actually see a team using. We could almost have just kept the flat back 4, kept Smith in midfield, and done a 4-3-3 with just the 2 wingers rather than the 3 strikers. But no, we have to do it Kev's way, which is I wanted an opportunity to use a libero. Not only that, have a libero be man of the match with 3 assists. Because it's fun. Let me know down in the comments if you've ever used a libero. Porter now. Charges past his man. Can we get number 5? He forces a save out the keeper. Edmonds is there. But I think... Oh, no, we have got time to take the corner. There's a little bit of time left. It's Goff to take. There's plenty of men in the middle. And it falls to Smith. And it doesn't actually. The Latvian player intercepts. And there's Page. Playing as a wing-back now. Collecting the ball up. Plays it forward to Williams. Back to Page again. And we've got... less than a minute of play left. Can we grab number 5? And Latvia are panicking. And we've got one more move left in us through this throw. And it should be Page to take. It is Page to take. Page throws straight to them, but gets the ball back. Porter back to Page. Page wasn't really aware it was coming, but there's the cross from Page. It was a beauty as well. And look how far forward Smith is. I love liberos. Goff with the cross. Smith was going to be the man coming in on that again. I mean, this could be quite good fun. But there you go. Another very solid win. And we're looking very good for the World Cup. I'm very happy. We'll be back tomorrow, obviously, with a home episode. And then the day after will be England again, this time with Ireland and Finland. And I think, with it being Ireland that we're playing, there's the possibility we can book our World Cup qualification a game or two early as well in the next episode. So that'll be in a couple of days' time. Of course, home tomorrow at 4 p.m. If you've enjoyed that, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. And thank you very much for watching.